Toronto streets. Toronto streets. The crime, some lost their minds, the thugs, the drugs, the cops, the sluts, the mayors, the judges, the citizens, grudges. We all have complaints, but nobody budges. The rich, the poor, who settles the score? These Toronto streets and all out war. The love, the hate, the bitter, the sweet. Stay on your feet, Toronto streets.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the first full episode of Toronto Streets. Just want to thank all my subscribers and everyone who's been supporting the channel. Now we're going to take it to the next level. So right here, this is Toronto Central Intake, where homeless people can forward to get connections with shelter services. Next, we visit one of the many encampments in this part of the city. I'm not sure why the city allows these kind of encampments, as they're quite unsanitary and usually in public parks where children no longer have access. Just take a look at all the garbage and debris all over the place. Over in this park, families are playing on one side while the squalor and filth bubbles away in this corner. These streets aren't for the faint of heart. You never know who or what is lurking in these alleys. Buildings are falling apart, and the city often tries to rebuild very old structures instead of completely demolishing them and building new. Many buildings are over 100 years old here in Toronto. Here, you can see only the outer walls of this building remain, and they're going to rebuild the inside and keep the outer structure. Over here, we have another group of immigrants in line at a mysteriously unmarked building to receive services. One place that seems to have every group imaginable is in this line for the food bank, which stretches for about an entire block of the city here. A lot of people are struggling in Toronto. It's actually crazy how long this line is, and there are people being served inside too. I'm sure it's terrible waiting in that line in the winter. There's also no anonymity, like you have to just stand out on the street for everyone to see. And right here across the street is another encampment. This one forwards and then gets broken down over and over again. Today there are only a few residents, but it still doesn't smell the greatest right here. This is some of the social housing projects in the area, which the city says it's currently revitalizing. A lot is still going on in this area, and I don't know if more density with a new look will improve it. As you can see, the new homes are more condo style, right? You see them across from the older townhouses, and it's taken almost a decade for them to finish this project. Wow. More than half of the old project is still standing, looking kind of like a post-apocalyptic war zone. That being said, the new homes look very nice and modern, and it is going to be positive for people living and children growing up in the neighborhood to have a new look. Well, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out here in the
Toronto streets.